There's a new Twitter update, and it's out here exposing some K-pop fans who weren't exactly truthful. I don't know about you, but I have personally experienced some fans pretending to be Koreans, especially during fan wars, as if what they say has more meaning depending on where they came from. They pretend to be more informed on how the Korean side was reacting to certain scandals. They were always the first to claim that certain groups weren't famous in Korea. They would go on about how some idols had lost support from the Korean general public. But as it turns out, they were in a whole other continent this whole time. One day we're going to have to discuss how a lot of K-pop fans are actual Korea boos. And also, since we are on the topic, why do people take Knet's opinions as if it's the Holy Grail? I've seen so many people using Knetizens' opinions as validation. Like if Knets are bashing a group they also don't like, they think it means that they were justified in their hate. I personally don't take opinions of the Korean general public seriously most of the time, considering how they have no problem bullying innocent idols to the point of them not being with us anymore. The idols who actually deserve the backlash barely get any, and it's something I will always hold against them. So let's move on to Katseye. They are currently on their tour and they have been killing it just as I had expected, but unfortunately there's been a lot of discourse surrounding the members. Mostly, it's about how a lot of people think that the company is intentionally sexualizing the members. During the song MIA, specifically the part where Manon and Lara get a bit intimate, so many people claim that HYBE is making them do this to profit out of, and I think you guys are going a little bit too far. Like, I get the concern, but maybe just consider that these girls want to own their sexuality. They look comfortable doing it and they keep changing the part every performance, so you can tell it's not scripted. That person who said majority of icons are K-pop fans gets proven right every day, because it is very clear that most of you are not very familiar with Western girl groups. You guys would for sure get a heart attack if you saw Sabrina Carpenter's shows. Maybe just put some trust in the girls. We've all seen how they are not afraid to speak up for themselves. And then there's the discourse of Yoonchae being homophobic because she zoned out when the other members were holding up the pride flag. This is another instance where fans are quick to throw words around without knowing their actual meaning, just like how you guys use the word payola. Being homophobic is expressing hate towards the LGBTQ+ community, and last time I checked, Yoonchae did none of that. She was literally just standing there being lost in her own thoughts. She wasn't hurting anyone, so why are people so quick to assume the worst? Just leave the poor girl alone. To finish this video, I would like to talk about Illit for a second. Their new comeback has done something I wish I could see more in K-pop. They might have actually managed to make a smooth transition into a slightly more mature concept while still maintaining their original sound. When groups transition into a mature concept, it's usually rough and sudden. Like, one moment they are bright and colorful, then the next they are dark and edgy. This used to piss me off a lot, and to avoid this concept change, K-pop companies would debut groups with a mature concept from the get-go to avoid the transition and the future, and it didn't matter how young the members were. I was afraid the same was going to happen to Illit, but luckily it didn't. Not cute anymore was, in my personal opinion, executed well. The music video maintained their original dream core concept, but this time it was more darker, with added elements of horror. It feels intentional, and most important of all, it feels like Illit. Hopefully we'll be able to see more groups emulate this.